Hello, beautiful and powerful women. Welcome to Susan Unleashed. This podcast is for any woman who wants to live a gorgeous life on her terms and who knows that not only is being a woman enough, it is the key to everything. I'm your host, Susan Elizabeth, certified professional coach, #1 best-selling author, and Energy Leadership Index master practitioner. I fiercely support women who are passionate about elevating their lives while embracing their truest selves. Are you ready to unleash your power? Hello, beautiful and powerful women. Welcome to this week's episode, Multitasking, and it is a lie. So I'm here to share with you because I really think this is a problem that we have as women, multitasking. So I want to share with you some statistics and share with you a little bit more about multitasking to maybe get you to think a little bit about maybe taking your foot off the gas pedal with multitasking. So we all do this. All human beings do this, and especially women. We are all multitasking probably every day, many times throughout the day. And we've been taught this. We've been role modeled it, or we figured it out along the way how to multitask. And let me tell you, it's exhausting. It's very draining. So we run households, we run our careers, we run our families, we run our lives. We are always out doing many things, but we wear the multitasking almost like a badge of honor sometimes because we've had to. We've been given so many things to deal with in our lives that the only way to get things done is by multitasking. But there is another way. So I want to ask you, what is the cost and what is it costing you? Sometimes as a coach, I love to ask that question. What is it costing you? Because I know for me, it really has cost me a lot in my life with all the multitasking. I think the biggest thing it cost me was not being present in the moment to who was before me, who was in front of me, or the situation that was in front of me, because I was always doing something else or thinking about something else, worrying about the past, worrying about the future, looking over my shoulder, figuring out what I have to do next, trying to be 2 steps ahead. And in our careers, whether you're a professional or entrepreneurial or whatever, we always get tossed a lot of non-value add work our way. And even times things that don't even earn us a promotion. And because we know how to do it all, we're always performing and multitasking, figuring it out, proving ourselves. And we're not really being truly appreciated and valued for who we are. And this goes back to some of the feminine leadership that I've been talking about in some of my programs and some other podcasts. But we just do it. We get thrown things our way. We navigate it. We figure it out. We take it on and we fix it. We do it. We perform and we get it done because we feel like we have to. Coupled with, I've got to work really hard to try to prove myself or to make this happen or to accomplish things. And also knowing that sometimes there's many double standards that are out in the world for us that we actually live by, which really kind of suck. But it's out there, it's alive and well. But those are things we can't control. So we can only control ourselves. So I want to talk about a little bit, when you multitask, where does it lead to? It leads to overwhelm. It leads to exhaustion, stress, burnout, sickness. The tasks that you're doing, some of the behaviors that you're having from that are resulting in behaviors like you're not present, like I mentioned a moment ago. Maybe it's more negative thinking. It causes anxiety. And it's important for us to step back and as women to have blocks of time and time for ourselves to be and to think and to allow, to create. And when you're able to design your life and design time into your life to allow for things that benefit your best and your brightest ideas, your creativity, and that thought to come out of you, you add that value into the world with who you truly are and your talents. Because multitasking inhibits our abilities to be known as a valuable person. We're always seen as the fix-it person, the go-to person, the clean-up person, the do-it person, and we're not being valued for who we truly are. And even though we might be rewarded or recognized for doing so much or getting it all done, do you really want to be known for that? Or do you really want to be known for, she's got to be a part of my team because I have to hear what she has to say or what she can contribute? I've actually read studies where only 2.5% of people can actually multitask. That leads the other, 97.5% of us, I'm in the 97.5% of people who can't really multitask. But yet, how many people of us are multitasking? I would say it's anywhere close to 100%, but I don't know. I didn't study that. And I've also read studies that have shown that multitasking costs us 40% of productivity and decreases our attention and being truly available for what is present in our life and what is in front of us at the moment. So that's pretty high, almost near half. So multitasking hinders our performance. It stresses it out. It causes anxiety, makes us less efficient. We become distracted because we're always performing and doing and multitasking. And studies have actually shown that the human brain can really only focus on one thing at a time. And I want to share this. Computers are multitasking. We are not computers. Let me say that again. Computers multitask. We are human beings. We are not computers. I want that to really soak it in. We are women. We are not computers. We need time to be. We need time to create. We need time to allow and to receive, to think. And I want to offer you a couple solutions and some guidance. So first, number one, before entering into any multitasking, I want you to start your day with designing your day with intention and with time for yourself in your day. Design yourself into your day. Put yourself on your calendar for time that you have for yourself, because there are times when you're going to have to be multitasking, but minimize it as much as possible. And then gain clarity on what your priorities are and really focus on your priorities as other things come up and enter into the moment in your day. Say no. So not only are you going to claim clarity and have the clarity, you're going to say no to things or schedule them in at a different time so you can focus on what is before you, whether it's the thinking or the doing of something. And another thing that you can do is delegate things. As things come up, you then delegate it to somebody else because it's urgent, you know somebody else can do it? Or is it something that you need to put off and put aside? Or do you need to stop doing something, put it aside, and then come back to it because something very urgent came up? Another thing I like to think of is, can you hire help? Whether it's in your house or in your business, whatever that is. And can you put things off till later in the day or whatever that looks like? So when things arise, you can ask yourself the question, does this relate to the goal or my values? And if it does, okay, figure it out. And if not, put it off or don't do it or delegate it or just say no. So it's really getting a sense of having that clarity and then what your intentions are, what your values are, and how you want to navigate that. And what will help you add value? Ask those questions. What is going to help you add value to your career and your family and your life versus all these little things that come your way that you think you might need to do when maybe you really don't need to? And then I think I want to say something around tasks, because there's always a lot of tasks to do in our lives, especially when we have full, rich lives. But can you batch your tasks? So what I mean is, I get up in the morning, I have my morning ritual, and then I will do emails, return text messages, return phone calls, and then I stop and I put that aside, and then I go on to other things that I've designed into my day and on my calendar. And I don't just go pick up the text or I pick up the phone or I'm starting to do things multitasking because I'm in a meeting and I'm not really paying attention, and then I'm multitasking and then something else comes in and I'm reading this email and then I'm thinking of something else. I batch things. And then at lunchtime, I go back, I return text messages, I do emails again, and I might have even designed in my day sometimes to have email breaks or whatever that looks like. I think I just want to say batch your tasks. That's a really important thing where you can then lump all of the tasks and doing things together, batch those, and put those in chunks of time. So it allows you other time where you're creating, you're adding value, you're setting your vision, you're sharing your vision, whatever it is that you're doing in life. So I'm here to give you a permission slip to stop, step back, breathe, take a break, rethink of how you're doing and designing your life, so that way you can get off of the multitasking high, because it is energy is a high, and you can step back, unplug from that, and do it differently. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Multitasking is a lie. And as you go forward over the next week, what can you do differently about multitasking so you can stop it, delegate it, batch it, whatever it is with the tasks that come up in your life? How can you stop multitasking and live your life differently? Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next week in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you would leave me a review or share it with someone else who may enjoy it too. To stay connected with me, please head on over to SusanElizabethCoaching.com and make sure that you sign up for my tips on how to live an unleashed life full of passion and purpose. Until next time, go live an unleashed life.